Hello folks, and welcome to my 2024 review of the Samsung Addwash 9 kilo washing machine. So, as you may have guessed, the main feature of this machine is its add wash capability, which means that partway through the wash, you can in fact add washing by pressing here, and then you can add washing into the machine while it's running. Of course, the machine does pause to run, but you can add stuff to it then as well. So, pretty standard features available. You have your drawer here where you add in your detergents and whatnot. If you add them in that way, sometimes people put pods in instead. That goes in with the washing. All your various different settings on here. These all have different run times, of course. And some of the eco settings like this run for a really long time, but they don't spin as much. So they actually save on energy. So you can see you can wash at 95 degrees. Great for if you're washing things like bed sheets and whatnot. 60 degrees and 40, 30 and 20. Now I tend to wash at 40. That seems to work well for everything and everything comes out pretty clean. You've got your different rinse times there. You've got your different spin cycles and your different settings for pre-washes and the special bubble soak settings, things like that. And you can delay the wash if you wanted to wash, for example, at night when your electricity might be cheaper. And you can run a quick wash as well. These buttons are all touch, so I'll just switch the machine on. There we go, and these are all touch. So you touch them and then it does it, basically. It also plays nice little tunes when the machine starts and stops, which is quite good fun, albeit not really necessary. You've got your filter at the bottom here. Only had to clean this once, had the machine a number of years. So this isn't the latest model, but all models are fairly similar in design. You can see it makes a nice little sound here as you change the settings. This also has a really nice heavy feel to it, which a lot of machines go cheap on the buttons. But as that's what you'll be interacting with all the time, I think that's good to have a nice high quality feel. As you can see here, it's got its eco bubble thing. It does do a good job washing, so I guess that does work. And this is the inside of the machine. You've got a lever inside here, pretty standard. And you can see there's a tea towel in there. Nice big drum inside. If you overload it, it does bang a little bit, as you would expect, because it's overloaded. But don't overload it. But it is a big drum. You can fit a lot in there. And it's been running for a good number of years. And there's no damage or anything to it. You can see where hard water can do a little bit of scumming up of the drainage point there. You can clean that out if you want with like a cotton bud or whatever. Or what we tend to do to keep the machine fairly nice is we put descaling tablets through. And there's the inside of the door. So, like I said, if you run the machine and you want to add something, you simply press this pause button. You'll hear and also see that this has unlocked. You just press it and it opens up. Now, I tend to give this a clean from time to time because I think perhaps the lime scale build up in here can stop it from sealing properly. Hasn't actually happened yet, but I try to keep it nice and clean. And then you add your washing back in, close it up, press play again as it were, and the machine carries on going. In terms of energy efficiency, this is an A+ rated machine. So I tend to, when I'm doing a wash, I wash nearly everything on a daily wash. I set it at 40. I put 5 spin cycles and I tend to put the bubble soak on. 2 hours and 6 minutes and all the washing is lovely and clean. Now you can of course put it on different settings if you want. I tend to leave it on that one, but if we were going to do like cottons and things, you can run them on a higher temperature, but generally speaking it's not really needed. So I tend to leave it on daily wash, that's my advice, and just run it on that and it all comes out pretty good. Now this also has a rinse and spin, which is where it just basically runs some water through it, just freshens it up. Like say you put it on in the morning and you forget, comes to the evening when you want to empty it, you want to put it on a rinse and spin, just freshen it up, get some water through it, and then you can get it all out and hang it up to dry. It also has the Eco Drum Clean mode, and that's where I would add in a descaling tablet, and it runs for a couple of hours and just cleans out all of the deposits and whatnot that can build up in there. Keeps the pipes nice and clear, keeps the drum nice and clean. It's a pretty good idea, I would say. So let's turn that back on to daily wash. This does come with a 5-year warranty, and also a 10-year parts warranty. Touch wood, it's been a pretty reliable machine. It does a great job. We tend to use it about once a week because it's got a big drum, so you don't need to kind of use it loads and loads. Like I said, it's a fairly big machine. It goes back quite a way, and it's obviously heavy because it's a washing machine. But it's easy to connect up, as is pretty standard with these machines. It's got the cold water inlet, and it also has the drainage and the plug. So cold water inlets cost slightly more to run because they heat the water with electricity. You can get hot water inlets that draw water from your boiler system. Believe it or not, these are actually cheaper to run these days. But strangely, the machines can be more expensive when run that way. But of course, gas is cheaper than electric, at least in the UK. So sometimes hot water inlets can actually be a good machine type. It's a nice design. I prefer it like this rather than just being white. It fits in nicely, it looks good, and got a little bit of room on top where you can just put things like carrier bags that need to be disposed of and whatnot. And touch wood, it's been a really, really reliable machine. So that was my review of the Samsung Addwash with EcoBubble technology 9kg washing machine. Now, I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, please remember to hit that like button, leave me a comment, subscribe, share this video on social media, and check out my Patreon as well. I want to thank you very much for watching this, and I'll see you in the next video.